Hello, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you are new here. My name is Lorena. I do mommy lifestyle and beauty videos. Today is maybe a little bit more lifestyle. Let me adjust this camera. Today I just wanted to update you on where I have been. I debated on making this video because for a few weeks I really just convinced myself that no one cares, but even so I will just make this video even if no one cares. That's fine. I have been super inconsistent here on YouTube and on my Instagram, my personal Instagram. I've kind of been MIA there too, and there have been reasons for that, so I did want to update you. I wanted to make like a dedicated video about this because I felt like it deserved more than just me talking on my stories about it. I did not feel like that gave it the respect that it deserves. So I'm gonna make this video hopefully short and sweet, but anyways, let's just get into it. So life has just been very stressful lately, and my mental health has kind of taken a hit. I am very honest about that on my social media accounts because I do feel it's really important to be transparent where you can about your mental health, because it's great to normalize struggling with your mental health and learning how to cope with different things and all that kind of stuff. So I have been honest and open about that. I've just never really shared why I was struggling. And one really big thing is that for the past year or so, I have 3 living grandparents right now, and for the past year or so, 2 of them have been in and out of the hospital. The beginning of last year was kind of scary and kind of weird, and then things got better for a little bit, and then this year things kind of took a turn for the worst, for the scary, for both my grandparents, and both of them were in the hospital at the same time. My grandma was in there for a reason that she could totally recover from, and then my grandpa, it was looking a little bleak for a second. Like, my brother ended up coming home, but my grandpa actually is doing really well now, so lately that's been kind of like a relief. But for majority of this year it was really scary. And then although my grandma, so this is my other side grandma, so although my grandma initially was in the hospital for something that was not life-threatening per se, she ended up, totally unrelated to why she was in the hospital, but she ended up just taking a huge full 180 turn for the worst, and that was really, really scary. And she's in hospice now, and it's, you know, she is very close to the end of her life. If you've been through this type of situation, you know that it just sucks. There's really not a whole lot you can do. So there's that has been, I mean, I said that in just like 2 minutes, but it really has been taking a toll, especially because it's on both sides of the family. It's been taking a toll on like both my parents and then both sides of the family, and it's just a lot. And then another thing is that Noah starts preschool in the fall, and I've been having a hard time with that. It's just, you know, it's just a new step in Noah's life, and it's a new step in my life as a mom. But I think what I've been having a hard time with is that it's so obvious right now, like the contrast of the reality of life is that my grandma is, you know, transitioning to death and the afterlife, whatever you believe that is, and my son is transitioning to more life, you know. So there's life and there's death, and well, there's life and there's death, and it is what it is. That's just how life goes. But the very obvious contrast, like right before my eyes, is something that I've been having a really hard time with. I don't know if I've shared this online, but I've always had a hard time with death. like whether it be other people going through death or thinking of me dying. I've always had a really hard time with it, and that's actually why I had to start going back to therapy like almost weekly last year, is because that like death kind of started coming up again with my grandpa, and I was not handling it very well. Or not that I wasn't handling it well, but it was just really hard for me. And then on top of that, the most recent school shooting has me just shaken and in pieces and heartbroken for those families, for that town, for that community, for those parents, for those families, just everybody. And thinking that my son is gonna go to preschool in the fall just really freaks me out. So it's like a whole bunch of just anxiety basically. And when I'm dealing with these big things like behind the scenes, I feel like I have a hard time sharing anything else in my life. I don't know if that makes sense, but like, I don't know, I guess it's like if I'm dealing with such big things, I have a hard time being like, I bought this new Charlotte Tilbury beauty light wand. Like, for me, that's just a little hard, and sometimes I force myself to post because I feel like I have to. And on my like business page, I do just force myself because I do feel like I have to, because it's my business. But on my personal page, where I've been more MIA, and then on this YouTube channel where I've definitely been MIA, I feel like I have a hard time filming or creating content and then editing it or whatever. It just doesn't feel authentic. So that's why I have been absent, because I don't want to put out content that's not authentic. So yeah, that's kind of what's going on. Oh, actually, one more thing is that, so on top of my grandparents being sick, we recently found out that someone really close in my husband and my life got a really not great diagnosis recently, and that's a story that's definitely not mine to tell, so I'm not going to share any more of that. But just to give you an idea that on top of like my grandparents, you know, all this like anxiety and sickness and death that's happening around us, we just kind of added one more person to that mix, and it's really scary, and it's happened really fast for this person. And it's another situation where there's really not a lot you can do about it. So that's been a little bit heavy on our soul lately. So it's been tough, but I have been trying to spend a lot of time with family. There's really no lesson or positive spin on it. I just kind of wanted to share where I've been, what I've been going through, because eventually I will share this, you know, like, I don't know, like eventually I will talk about these things over on Instagram, but I didn't want the first time I talk about it to just be on Instagram willy-nilly, hey, you know, there's serious health problems in my family. I just felt like it deserved more respect and a sit-down video. So that's it. I hope that this sheds some light into where I've been. Thank you for being patient with me in regards to content and all that kind of stuff. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. I will be uploading a daily vlog that I'm filming today also. So these videos are filmed in the same day, but I'm gonna post this one first, and then I'll post the vlog in a few days or so. I don't know, I will let you know. But thank you so much for watching. I hope you have a great day, and I will see you in the next video. Love you.